What's good, y'all? It's your boy Woke. We're back with another video today. So, look, y'all. Let me give y'all a little recap of what I went through. Your boy went to the Errol Spence fight. The fight was beautiful. It was amazing. Just to recap that shortly here, man. Errol Spence put on a masterpiece versus Ugas. Errol Spence pumped the jab to get inside on Ugas all night long. Once he was on the inside, Errol Spence was angling off, working the body, working the uppercut, hooks. Ugas couldn't do nothing with him. When I tell y'all Errol Spence put on a masterpiece, he did that. The atmosphere inside the arena, it was like nothing I've ever experienced before. I've been to football games, I've been to basketball, NBA, playoffs. Nothing compared to it, bro. You see what I'm saying? It says a lot. Errol Spence came back to his hometown. Our people was out there. Errol came out to Southside the realest, and his entrance with Big Tuck, bruh. Errol is him. Errol is the one. Errol is our champion, bruh, for our people, bruh. I mean, man, that thing there, that was the most live event I've ever went to in my life. I mean, hell, bro. The whole event was amazing. We had Cody Crowley. We had him. We had Stanionis, Butaev. We had Isaac Pitbull Cruz, man. Man, shout out to PBC, man. Y'all need to stop hating on PBC, bro. Shout out to Al Heyman. That's the best card top to bottom of the year already. I mean, bro, it was amazing, man. Atmosphere amazing, everything amazing about everything, bro. I mean, I know I broke the fight down a little bit, but just looking into the fight more, Ugas really tried to come into the fight to counterpunch. He had success at times. The only issue is when you're trying to counterpunch Errol Spence, right? You got to get his timing. He got the timing sometimes. Ugas did, right? But the problem is Errol Spence doesn't give you time. You have to be on his pace, and most fighters are not about to keep up with Errol Spence's pace. Errol Spence doesn't give you a chance to sit back and to see what he's doing. He doesn't give you a chance to analyze him. He doesn't give you a round or two to figure it out and fill him out. Well, you know, first round, I actually gave to Ugas. That was the only round Errol let Ugas work him to the body. He had a lot of body jabs. I was like, oh man, what's going on? But that round, it was more than just Ugas filling Errol out for the brief time he had to breathe, right? Errol was figuring Ugas out. He's like, well, this is how I'm gonna get inside. As soon as the second round bell rang, Errol did not let Ugas breathe. Ugas beat Terrence Crawford in the amateurs twice. I know that the amateurs doesn't really matter, but he still did it, right? A lot of people, including myself, say he beat Sean Porter. I know Manny was washed and old, but he did beat Manny Pacquiao. Hey man, Ugas is probably a top 4 welterweight right now. Errol, Terrence, probably put Thurman, and then Ugas. Don't sleep on Ugas, man. Ugas was up in there to win that fight. Cuba just sanctioned professional boxing in the country. Imagine if he would have beat Errol Spence. That would have been huge for Cuba, huge for his country. He had to defect, get on a boat, and sneak across the border to leave Cuba to have a better life, because there was no professional boxing. It just happened less than a month ago. He wanted to do everything in his power to win that fight, but Errol Spence didn't let him. Errol Spence took away his jab. The few opportunities Errol gave him to counter, Errol was ready for. So even when they did connect, Errol shrugged it off, kept moving forward. Ugas was pushing him all night, pushing him, shoving him. And when he was pushing, shoving just for a little bit of space, Errol would almost darn near try to come back too quick, stumble back to Ugas because he didn't want to give him no space. It got to a point where Ugas was like, man, don't even hit me in my chin. He was shelling up like this. And all Errol kept doing was hitting him with that uppercut, that left uppercut. That's how he broke his orbital bone. He's shelling up like this. Just don't hit me in my chin. Boom. Just every night. Errol hit what was exposed. The cheek was gone. Broke nose. Broken rib. Oh my goodness, man. Errol Spence's volume was frightening. A man that big, that strong, but not reckless. Do you understand? Errol Spence is a boxer puncher, but in that boxer puncher archetype, they're different types of fighters, right? He's a boxer puncher that can box, that has a great educated jab, but also in his mentality and his approach to fighting is a swarmer or inside fighter. But he has boxer puncher attributes. So that's why he's not like Sean Porter. He's not like a Brian Castano. Errol can work and get off in the mid-range. Look at his fight versus Mikey Garcia. He can do that if he wants. But his approach is to seek and destroy. Errol gets in there to hurt you. He not up in there to outpoint you. He there to break you. He don't give you a chance to breathe. He don't give you a chance to make adjustments. When you get a chance, you better take it. But guess what? If you take the chance, it may not do nothing to him because he got a chin. And then in the 6th round when Errol's mouthpiece came out, right? Well, let me just say right now, some people are trying to say Errol was rocked before the mouthpiece came out. I actually know. Ugas was pushing him, shoving him his whole night with his right hand on his shoulders. Chest is pushing him, trying to get any space. Errol wasn't letting him. If you look the whole night, he was stumbling back kind of just due to Ugas pushing him. So he was pushed and then he kind of stumbled back momentarily. Then his mouthpiece came out, right? He wasn't hurt at all. But then once the mouthpiece came out, Errol, stupidly I'll say, he turned his back to Ugas to go get it, which, you know, wasn't smart on his part. The ref did jump in and say stop. The ref didn't stop though. He didn't get in between the guys. So he let Ugas get off a 1-2 on Errol. So Errol gets hit with it, puts his guard back up, keeps fighting, and then the ref ends up stopping it. So the ref was incompetent all night. The crowd hated the ref. We didn't like the ref. But even in that, Errol took Ugas a 1-2 he wasn't expecting and was ready to keep going. He endured and then kept whooping his butt in the 6th round. Destroyed him in the 7th. The first ref looking at Ugas' eyes came in the 7th round. I actually want to say the 8th actually. Before it was ultimately stopped in the 10th due to too much damage. So you mean to tell me Errol Spence can take a open 1-2 that he wasn't expecting from a professional boxer, a bigger, stronger fighter in Ugas? I wouldn't say stronger. Ugas is bigger than Errol. Ugas was very strong. The fact that he was still in there ready to go after 10 rounds of that type of hellacious beating, he's very strong, very resilient. He took 1-2 from him, ate it, got wobbled momentarily, got up, Not even got up. He didn't go down. Wobbled, hit the ropes, put his hands back up and kept fighting. Then he got his mouthpiece and kept fighting. Hey man, a open 1-2 from Ugas like that, I would say is equivalent to another welterweight in the division hitting him with a shot he can see coming. Right? It just shows Errol has a chin. Not only does he have a chin, but he has recovery. Your recovery is often linked to your stamina, your endurance. So Errol has a chin. Errol has great defense. Errol keeps you always to the point you can't think, and then he can endure it all. Oh man, Errol Spence is more than the truth. Errol Spence is my #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Yeah, I know he has been only a champ in one division. He's not undisputed yet, but he's dominating the best division in boxing. The glamour division besides the heavyweight division, the 147 welterweight. I respect that more than anything. Oh man. And then we got what Errol said after the fight was stopped in the 10th. He told Bud, hey, I told you this is what I wanted all the time. Errol's been saying this back to over 3 years ago. He's gonna clean out his side of the street. He said he's gonna go to Bud and take his shit too. Say, I'm coming for that MFN belt. Yes, sir. Errol the truth. Man down. Strap season. Hey, man. He gonna be a problem. But I'm gonna do another video talking about Errol versus Bud. Breaking it down. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna save my thoughts for that, but just know it's gonna be a barn burner. It's gonna be a classic. It's gonna be Sugar Ray versus Tommy Hitman Hearns Part 2. Y'all be ready for it. Hey man, that's just my review of the fight. The event was lovely. The Melanated Queens was out. I repeat, the Melanated Queens were out. Brothers, if you want an event to go to, looking for your wife, go to the boxing matches. I repeat, go to the boxing matches. The melanated, sun-kissed, mahogany, shea butter baby queens were out. Now I wouldn't, I don't do that because I'm in a relationship. I love my Isha. That's not me. But my brother Joe was with me. Brothers, go to the boxing fights. That's what I'm gonna tell you. So that's my time. Like, comment, and subscribe for me. Hit that bell icon for me, the bell notification, so you get all the newest uploads. We're gonna keep churning these things out. Hey man, y'all better subscribe to me, man. We coming. The vibes getting better. Camera quality, mic quality, video quantity is going up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe for me, man. Hit the like for me, man. I appreciate y'all. We got more coming. Shalom. Salute.